Salam children. In this session we are going to learn about chapter 3, understanding quadrilateral. Before quadrilateral, let us begin with polygon, because quadrilateral is also polygon. So let us begin with polygon. Polygon is a closed figure. It will be a closed figure. It can be made up of 3 line segment or 4 line segment. So polygon is a closed figure made up of line segment. Okay, so the closed figure made up of line segment are known as polygon. It can be 3 line segment, or you can say it can be 4 line segment, or we can say it can be 5 line segment. Then also it is a polygon. Okay, so polygon is a closed figure made up of line segment, that is known as polygon. Okay, now let us see the classification of polygon. So in your textbook it is given classification of polygon. So if you see number of side or vertices, number of sides or vertices. Okay, so here when we had done the polygon, we had learned that this all are the sides of polygon and this all are the vertices of polygon. So number of side is 3, number of vertices is 3. So the polygon has same number of side and same number of vertices. If polygon has 3 sides, it has 3 vertices. If polygon has 5 sides, then it has 5 vertices. Now if the number of sides or vertices is 3, it is known as triangle. Its figure is like this, triangle. You all know what triangle is. If it is 4, then it is called quadrilateral. It will 4 side, it look like it. It is 5, then it look like pentagon. It is pentagon and it look like this. Okay, if the number of side is 5, it is pentagon, it look like this. If it is 6, then it is hexagon. It is like this. If it is 7, then it is heptagon. Then if it is 8, then it is octagon. If it is 9, then it is nonagon. If it is 10, then it is decagon. So in this way it will go on. N side is n-gon. Okay, so in this way it will go on. So this is the classification of triangle, number of sides and vertices, then classification, what it called and how it look like. That is a sample figure. Now let us learn about the diagonals. Now suppose this is the figure of quadrilateral. Now the diagonal is a line segment connecting 2 opposite vertices of a polygon. 2 opposite vertices means these are the 2 opposite vertex. This is the diagonal. Same way, this is the diagonal of this figure. So diagonal is a line segment that connect 2 opposite vertex of a figure. It is known as diagonal. In the same way, if I draw here pentagon, this is the pentagon, it has 5 sides here. Now the diagonal of this pentagon, 2 opposite vertex, 1, 2, you can draw it from here also, 3, 1 diagonal you can draw from here also, 1 diagonal it will be here also. So diagonal is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number of diagonal is 5 here. So it will again depends on number of sides, that how many sides are there, on that it will depends. Okay, so diagonal, here we have to learn that diagonal is the line segment which connect 2 opposite vertex, that is known as diagonal. Now let us see that this is our figure and it is, this is also 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is also quadrilateral. So we can say that do they have diagonal? Yes, it also has diagonal. This is one of the diagonal and this is another diagonal. Here it has another diagonal. So in this way, this also has diagonal. Now let us come to next topic, that is convex and concave polygon. Convex and concave polygon. Convex and concave polygon. Let us first see convex polygon. Convex polygon means those polygon where the diagonal intersect each other. For example, this is one diagonal, this is one diagonal. So in this way, if the diagonals are intersecting each other, that is known as convex polygon. Now suppose concave polygon is there. For example, this is one of the polygon. If these two vertices so one diagonal is here. If these two vertices, one diagonal is here, which are not intersecting. So in this way, if two diagonals are not intersecting each other, then this type of polygon is called concave polygon. If two diagonals are intersecting each other, here this is the diagonal, this is the diagonal, this is also diagonal. So here it is intersecting. So when two diagonals are intersecting each other, that is known as convex polygon, and if two diagonals are not intersecting each other, that is known as concave polygon. Now let us see regular and irregular. Regular and irregular polygon. Regular and irregular polygon. So let us begin with regular polygon. Regular polygon means if the polygon which has equal line segment or equal sides, if this side and this side, this all are equal, it is known as regular polygon. In equilateral triangle is regular polygon, or you can say, suppose square. Square has all the sides are equal, so it is regular polygon. So regular polygon means if the polygon has equal, all the sides are equal, then it is regular polygon. Now suppose this triangle, it has all the different sides, so it is irregular polygon. In the same way, suppose rectangle is there, so rectangles also has different sides, so it is also irregular polygon. So in this way, if the polygon has unequal sides, or if the sides of the polygons are not equal, that is known as irregular polygon. Regular polygon means if the sides are equal, that is known as regular polygon. If the sides are not equal, that is known as irregular polygon. Now the next topic is angle sum property. In 7th standard, 6th standard, 7th standard, we had learned that angle sum property of triangle, that is sum of angles of triangle, sum of angle of triangle is equal to 180 degree. Okay, in the same way, we had also learned about sum of angles of quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. Quadrilateral means which has four sides, so it is 360 degree. Now here we can also find out the sum of angles of any polygon. Sum of angle of any polygon. See, for example, here triangle is there. Suppose triangle is there. It has three sides and sum of angle is 180 degree. In the same way, if quadrilateral is there, it has four sides, sum of angle is 360 degree. So by this we can find out the one formula is there, that is any polygon with n side. Any polygon with n side, then sum of its angles is equal to n minus 2 into 180 80 degrees. So by this formula we can easily get the sum of angles of any polygon n minus 2 into 180 degrees. This is the formula to find out the sum of angles of any polygon n minus 2 into 180 degree. Now let us come to exercise 3.1. In exercise 3.1, question number first is given here are some figures are given here, and you have to classify it into simple curve, simple closed, polygon, convex polygon, concave polygon. That you have to do by yourself. In the same way, question number 2, let us see question number 2. Question number 2 is, here is exercise 3.1. Question number 2. Question number 1, as I told you have to do by yourself. Question number 2 is, how many diagonal does each of the following have? How many diagonal does each of the following have? First is a convex quadrilateral. We had seen that in quadrilateral there are 2 diagonals. So quadrilateral has 2 diagonals. You can write here quadrilateral 2 diagonals. Second is, then is regular hexagon. Hexagon has 9 diagonals. If you draw the hexagon and find out, it will have 9 diagonals. Third is a triangle. Triangle has 0 diagonal. Triangle does not have any diagonals. So triangle has 0 diagonals. Now let us come to question number 4. In question number 4, here one figure is given. Examine the table. Each figure is divided into triangle and the sum of angles deduced from that. Each figure here is divided into triangle. So first figure is triangle. 3 sides are there. Angle sum is 180. Then quadrilateral is there. 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is divided into 2 triangles. 4 sides is there. 2 into 180. In the same way, pentagon is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it is again divided into 3 triangles, so 3 into 180. Now here, as I told, to find out the sum, 4 minus 2, here side is 4, so 4 minus 2. Here side is 5, so 5 minus 2. Here side is 6, so 6 minus 2 into 180. So this is the same as we had done here, that sum of its angles is n minus 2. N is number of side minus 2 into 180 degree. So now question number 4 says that what can you say about the angle sum of convex polygon with the number of side? In that it is A, it is given 7. So sum of angles will be, or you can say that angle sum is equal to 7 minus 2 into 180 degree, as we had done here, n minus 2. So 7 is there, then 7 minus 2. 7 minus 2, that is 5 into 180 degree, which is equal to 900. So if the side is 7, then its angle sum is equal to 900. In the same way, let us do B, that is 8. B is 8, then angle sum is equal to 8 minus 2 into 180 degree. So 8 minus 2, that is 6 into 180 degree. 18 6 are 108. So this is 1080 degree. In the same way, you can do the C and D. Question number 5 is, what is a regular polygon? Which is, we had already done. The regular polygon is a polygon which has the equal line segment. Okay, now state the name of regular polygon of 3 sides. Equilateral triangle. 4 sides, we can say square. 6 sides, that is regular hexagon. So this also you can do by yourself. Now let us come to question number 6. Question number 6 says that find the angle measure of x in the following figure. Here it is, some figure is given and we have to find out it x. Okay, so in A figure is given here, where it is given this angle is 50 degree, this is 130 degree, this is 120 degree, this is given x. Now we already know that sum of this is the 1, 2, 3 and 4, it is quadrilateral, and we know that sum of angles of quadrilateral, sum of angle of quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. So now we have done that sum of angles of quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. It means that 50 degree plus 130 degree plus 120 degree plus x is equal to 360 degree. Now this all will be 50 plus 130 plus 120, 50 plus 30 means 180 plus 120, that is equal to 200, 300 plus x is equal to 360 degree. So x is equal to, we can say that x is equal to 360 degree minus 300. We can say that x is equal to 360 degree minus 300, that is equal to 60 degree. So we can get here x is equal to 60 degree. Now in the same way, let us do question number C. In C, this type of figure is given, where here it is given x, this is also given x, this angle is given 30 degree, here it is given 70 degree, and this is given 60 degree. Now we have to find out the value of x. So to find out the value of x, we have to give the name to this figure. This is our 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is our pentagon. So we have to give this A, B, C, D and E. We have to give the name like A, B, C, D and E. So now first we have to find out this angle A. We have to find out first angle A. So angle A will be, angle A is equal to 180 minus 70 degree, because it is linear pair. As it is linear pair, so we can get angle A is equal to 110 degree. Now in the same way, angle B also, angle B is equal to 180 degree minus 60 degree, because this is also linear pair. So 180 minus 60 is equal to 120 degree. Now 180 minus 20, 100 and this 20 degree. Now we got angle A, we got angle B, angle C and E are x and this. Now A, B, C, D and E, A, B, C, D, E is pentagon. A, B, C, D, E is pentagon, and we know that sum of angles of pentagon is equal to 540 degree. Sum of angles of pentagon is equal to 540 degree. Now sum of angles of pentagon is equal to 550 degree. It means that angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D plus angle E is equal to 540 degree. Angle A we got, it is 110 degree. Angle B is equal to 120 20 degree. Angle C is our x. Angle D is given 30 degree. Again it is x, which is equal to 540 degree. Then 110 plus, sorry, a plus will be there, 110 plus 120 plus 30, so that is 230 plus it is 260 degree plus 2x is equal to 540 degree. Now 2x is equal to 540 degree minus 260 degree. 2x is equal to 540 when it is divide 80, 0 minus 0, 0, 280. X is equal to 280 upon 2. Remind that x is equal to 140 degree. So in this way we get x is equal to 140 degree. First we will write A, B, C, D, E. We will find angle A and angle B, this angle and this angle. Then by linear pair we get this angle and this angle. Then by sum of angles of pentagon, angle sum property, we get x is equal to 140 degree. Now let us do question number 7. Let us do question number 7. In question number 7, one figure is given like this, where it is given, here it is 30 degree, it is given 90 degree, here it is given y, it is x, and this is z. And we have to find out x plus y plus z. We have to find out x plus y plus z. Now with this figure, again we can give name like this, A, B and C. Then it will be angle A is equal to 30 degree, angle B is not given, angle C is again 90 degree. So first we can get this angle B. So we know that ABC is triangle. Therefore angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Sum of angles of triangles is equal to 180 degree. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Angle A is given 30 plus angle B plus angle C is equal to, angle C is, it is given 90 degree. So it is 180 degree. 120 degree plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Angle B is equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree. Therefore angle B is equal to 60 degree. Now we got all this angle, this we got 60 degree. Now x is equal to 180 minus 90 degree, because it is linear pair. By linear pair we get x is equal to 180 minus 90 degrees, which is equal to 90 degree. Then y is equal to 180 degree minus 60 degree, which is equal to 120 degree. This is also again linear pair. So by linear pair this is also 120 degree. Now if we see z also equal to 180 degree minus 30 degree, because it is again linear pair. Therefore 180 degree minus 30 degree is equal to 150 degree. Now what we have to find out is now x plus y plus z. So x we got 90 degree plus y we got 120 degree plus Z we got 150 degree, 20 plus 120 means 210 plus 150, that is 360 degree. So x plus y plus z is equal to 360 degree. So here we end our exercise 3.1. The remaining question is your homework that you have to do by your own. Thank you.